forward.
Dark shadows creep across
even
the screen.
stepping into leadership.
A single sound breaks
the
the
finale
silence.
also
The
leaves
snap of
subtle
fingers
clues
about
echoing in the
Morticia's
dark.
past.
For months,
During
fans
her
have been
conversation
waiting,
with Wednesday before
speculating,
the final
and
showdown,
asking the same
Morticia
burning
warns her
question,
daughter
will
not
Wednesday
to let the
return?
darkness
And
consume
now
her.
the answer is
It feels
finally
like a
here.
standard motherly
Netflix
warning at
has
first,
confirmed Wednesday
but
season
sharp-eyed
3,
viewers
and
noticed
the wait
something
is
strange.
almost over.
Morticia's
But
voice
that's
trembles
not all
when she
along
says
with
it,
the renewal
and
comes
she
a release
avoids
date
eye
that's going
contact.
to make every Addams
This could be a
Family
hint
fan
that
mark their
Morticia
calendars
herself
in
once
excitement.
faced the same
When we
temptation,
last saw
maybe
Wednesday
even made
Addams,
mistakes. Her
that
story
still
was
haunt
far
her.
from finished.
If that's true,
Season
it
2
opens
left us
the door
in the middle
for
of a
season
storm
3
to reveal a hidden part of
betrayal,
Morticia's
and
history.
questions that
One
had
that
no
might
answers.
connect directly
We
to the
watched
villain's
as
plan
Wednesday
and
struggled
legacy
with the
Wednesday
strange
is
visions
trying
that
to
haunted her
escape
mind,
death, and there's
visions
a
that
cliffhanger.
not only
That
unsettled
cryptic
her,
message
but also
Wednesday
hinted
receives
at a
in the
larger
final
darkness
scene is
spreading
chilling.
across
But
Nevermore
what's even
Academy.
more important
Her
is how
sharp-witted
it's
and
delivered.
cold humor made her the
handwriting
perfect
on the note
investigator.
looks suspiciously
But even
similar
Wednesday
to the
couldn't
style
prepare
used
for the
in all
shocking
Nevermore
twists that
records shown
unfolded around her.
earlier.
One
In
of
the
the biggest
season,
moments of
could this
season
mean
2
the
was
message
mystery
isn't
surrounding
from a
her
living
stalker.
person at all?
Throughout the season,
But from
there were
someone
hints
long
of
gone.
someone watching her
Some
every
fans
move.
think it
Someone
ties back
leaving
to the
cryptic
founders of
messages
Nevermore
that seem to know
who
more
may
about
still
her
be
life than
influencing the
even she
academy
did.
in ways
Fans
no
were
one
left guessing, was it a
understands.
friend,
Others
an
believe
enemy,
it's a direct
or
setup
something
for
far
a
more
bigger
sinister.
enemy.
And as the final episode faded to black, the truth remained hidden, leaving viewers desperate for more. The relationships Wednesday built in season 2 also played a huge role in deepening her story.
The danger
Her
in
bond
future
with
seasons,
Enid, her colorful
visions,
and
her
optimistic
growing isolation,
grew stronger
and her
despite
struggle
their
to
wildly
accept
different
help all point
personalities.
to a possible
Enid's
twist,
warmth
where she
and
isn't
loyalty
just the
clashed
hero
perfectly
anymore.
with Wednesday's icy
Some fans
detachment,
believe the show
creating
is
one of the
slowly
most
building
memorable
toward
dynamics
Wednesday,
of the show,
becoming a figure
Yet even
feared
this
by both
friendship
humans
was
and
tested
outcasts.
when danger crept
Someone who
closer
blurs
to
the line
Nevermore.
between savior
Would their
and
connection
villain
be enough
the
to
finale
survive the shadows
strengthens this
surrounding
theory
them?
by showing us
That's
how
a
close
question
she comes
only
to losing
season 3
control
can
during
answer.
the fight.
Of course,
Her eyes
it
almost
wasn't
glowing
just
with the same
friendships
darkness
that shaped
she's
Wednesday's
fighting
journey.
against.
The
All
strange
these hidden
connection she
details
felt to
and
Tyler,
theories
the
show
Hyde,
just how
continued to
carefully
haunt
crafted.
her. The
Their
ending
story
really
line
is
filled with
on the
betrayal
surface
and
it's
shocking
a dramatic
reveals.
battle
Left
with shocking
fans torn
reveals.
between anger and
But underneath,
fascination.
it's a
Was
layered
Tyler
story
truly
with
gone?
clues,
Or was
symbols,
there still a
and
piece of him
unanswered
waiting
questions.
to return in season 3?
The show doesn't just
the
give us
tension
an surrounding
ending,
his fate
it gives
added
us
yet
puzzles
another layer of
to
mystery
solve,
that still lingers
conversations
today.
to debate,
and
mysteries to look forward to
His
in the next
complicated
season.
history with
That's
Wednesday
what
made
makes
him both
Wednesday
an ally
stand out.
and a question
It
mark.
respects its
His
audience
loyalty
enough
was
to hide
clear,
meaning in the
but
shadows,
his motives
trusting
often
that
seemed
we'll look
blurred.
closely enough
Was
to find
he
it.
truly someone
the
she
ending
could
of Wednesday
trust,
season
or
2
was
part
there
2
more to
isn't
his
just
story
shocking
than
for
what
the
we've
sake of
seen so
surprise?
far? It's a
Season 2
carefully
hinted
layered
at deeper
conclusion
truths,
that leaves
but it
audiences
ended before
with a
those
lot to
truths
think
could
about.
come to light.
But to
Season 2
really
also
understand how
introduced new
effective it
enemies
is,
lurking in the
we
shadows.
need to step back
Figures
and
who
look
appeared
at
to
it
know
not only
secrets
as
about
fans of the
Nevermore
story,
and its
but
students
as
that
viewers
had
of
been
the show
buried for
itself.
generations.
The
The
battle
battle
between
between
Wednesday
Wednesday
and
and
these
these
hidden
hidden
forces
forces and
was
weaknesses,
only beginning.
moments that
And
hit
with
hard
the season
and moments
ending
that
on
could have
such a
been
tense
stronger.
note,
This
the
balance
stage is
is
what
set
makes
for
the
something
review so
even darker
interesting
and more
because
thrilling
even though
in
the finale
season.
is bold,
What
it
made
also
season
carries
2 so
flaws that are
unforgettable
worth pointing
wasn't
out.
just the
Let's
mystery,
start with
it
the
was the way
strength.
it blended dark comedy
One of
with
the
gothic
biggest
horror
achievements
and
of the
teenage
finale
drama.
is the way
The writing
it balances
captured the spirit of the
character
Addams
growth
family
with
while
mystery.
giving Wednesday her own unique
who
place
has
in
always
modern
been sharp,
storytelling,
cold,
every
and
episode
independent,
pulled fans
is
deeper
finally
into
forced
her
to
world,
face the limits of
and
her
every
independence.
cliffhanger left
For the
them
first
craving
time,
answers.
she
So,
learns that needing
as we
others
step
is
into
not a
season 3,
weakness.
it's important
This
to
kind of
remember
character
exactly
development
where the
feels
story
earned
left off,
because the
the
show doesn't
unanswered
make it
questions
easy
about
for
her
her
stalker.
The
She resists
uncertain
fates
fates
of her
until the very
relationships
last
and the
moment.
growing threats to
And when she
Nevermore all
finally
combine
accepts,
into a storm that's ready
it's
to break
only because
wide
there's
open.
no other way
And now,
forward. With the new season
that makes her
confirmed,
growth believable
fans are
instead of
finally going to
forced.
see those answers
It's also
unfold.
satisfying
The
to see
whispers
Enid,
are no
Xavier,
longer whispers.
and even
They've grown
secondary
into
characters
shouts,
step
spreading
up in
across
ways that
every
make the
corner
climax
of the
feel
internet.
like a shared
The
story.
questions are
Rather
finally
than just
answered.
Wednesday carrying
Wednesday
everything
everything on her shoulders. Another Netflix has officially renewed the series for a third season,
is something
and this
Wednesday
time the announcement isn't hidden in rumors or
heavily
fan
into
theories.
it.
It's real.
From the visuals
of cracked stone halls
and it
to
has
the eerie
already
moonlit
sent
skies.
shockwaves of
Every
excitement
frame
through
of the
fans
episode
everywhere.
feels haunting
For
and alive.
months,
People
it's
wondered if
not just about
Netflix
looking
would pull the plug
good
after
after
2
2
seasons,
add emotional weight.
especially with
The setting
so many
feels like
shows
it's breathing
disappearing
with the
from the
characters,
platform
like
without warning.
Nevermore Academy
But
itself
Wednesday
is
is not
responding to the
just any
chaos.
show.
That
Its
kind of
shattered
stylistic
records when it
choice makes the
premiered,
finale
becoming
feel
one of the
memorable
most watched
because it
series
ties
in
the
the
history
history of
and environment
Netflix.
together in a
From
way
the
that
moment
sticks
Jenna
with
Ortega
viewers.
walked onto the screen with her cold stare and iconic
recognition.
deadpan delivery,
Jenna
Wednesday
Ortega's
Addams
Wednesday
became
more
once
than
again
just a
delivers
character. She became a cultural
performance,
phenomenon,
showing both
memes
the
flooded
stone-cold
social
face
media.
of Wednesday Addams
went viral,
and, small
and her
cracks
dance
where
scene turned into a
vulnerability
trend
shines
that broke
through.
TikTok.
Emma Myers
With a show
as
this
Enid
powerful,
brings warmth
there
and
was no
humanity
way
into the
Netflix
story,
could let it end
making
so
her
soon.
more than
The
just
announcement
comic
itself
relief.
felt perfectly in
Percy
line
Hines
with the
wait
show's
as
tone.
Xavier finally
Dark
gets
visuals,
more depth,
haunting
showing
music,
frustration,
and cryptic
loyalty,
messages teased
and
a
hints
renewal
of
before
something
the
bigger.
official confirmation
Even
dropped.
Morticia and
Fans
Gomez's
gathered online,
short appearances
dissecting
add
every
richness
word
to
of
the
the
story,
reveal,
reminding
trying
us
to
that
spot
the Addams
hidden
family
clues about
dynamic
what's coming
is still
in season
very
3.
much alive.
And while Netflix
These performances
didn't give
make the
everything
finale
away,
more than
one
just
thing
plot.
was clear.
They
Wednesday's
make it
story
emotionally
is only
engaging.
getting bigger.
Now let's look at the
bolder,
weaknesses.
and much,
because
much
no
darker.
finale is perfect.
What makes this
One
confirmation
common criticism
so special
is the pacing.
is the timing.
The
build-up
world of
across
Wednesday
part
has
2
grown
is slow,
far beyond just
and
the
then
series.
the finale suddenly
Merchandise
packs
everything
events
into one
and fan
explosive
theories have
hour.
kept the
Some
energy
viewers
alive,
might feel that
and
the reveal of the
announcement
villain
landed
and
right
the final
when
battle
fans
happened
needed
too
it the
quickly,
most,
leaving less
interest
time
was
for the
still
tension
high.
to breathe.
Anticipation was
If the
still
season
building,
had spread
and
these
now
moments
Netflix
out
has
more
turned that
evenly,
anticipation
the payoff
into full-blown
might have
hysteria.
felt even stronger.
The clever
The
marketing ensures that
finale
Wednesday
works,
doesn't
but
just
it does
feel like a
rush
show.
through
It feels like a
revelation
movement that could have had more impact if given time.
Another
let's
weak
be
point
honest,
is
what
the
really
handling
matters
of certain
isn't
characters.
just the renewal.
While Wednesday,
It's what the
Enid,
renewal
and
means.
Xavier get
A third
solid
season
arcs,
gives the
others
creators the
feel
chance to
underused.
expand on the mysteries that
Characters
season
like
to
Bianca
carefully
or
left
Ajax
behind
barely
have a presence in the
stalker,
finale.
the
Even though
unresolved
they were important
relationships,
earlier in the
the
season.
unknown threads lurking
This
in the shadows
creates a
of
slight
Nevermore,
imbalance.
where
All of
some
these storylines
are now
feel
guaranteed
forgotten
to return,
in the rush to
and
wrap
the
up the
creative
central
team has
conflict.
promised. For
That
a show
season
that prides
3 will push
itself
the
on
story
building a
into
large
even
and
darker
interesting cast
and more
this
thrilling
isn't a
territory
noticeable
flaw.
One.
Still,
Of the
even
most
with these
exciting parts
weaknesses,
of the
finale
announcement
succeeds
was
because
hearing
of how
that
it
Jenna
leaves us
Ortega
feeling.
will once
It
again
doesn't
step
tie things
into
up neatly,
Wednesday's
and
shoes,
that's a deliberate
and
choice.
not just
The
as an
villain
actress,
isn't
but
fully
as an
gone.
active voice
Mysteries
behind the
remain
scenes.
unsolved.
Her
And the
involvement in
cliffhanger
shaping
throws
the
the door
direction
wide
of
open
season
for
3 has
season 3.
already sparked
Some viewers
excitement,
might find
since
that
fans know she
frustrating,
understands
but
the
it's
character
exactly
better
what
than
makes Wednesday
anyone.
so compelling.
Her commitment
It's
to keeping
not
Wednesday
about closure.
authentic,
It's
sharp,
about keeping you on
and
edge,
unflinchingly
wanting
herself
more.
means the show will
The
keep its
finale
edge no
understands
matter
the
how big
importance
it
of
gets.
leaving questions
Netflix
hanging,
also teased
because
that
that's
new
what keeps
characters
fans
could be
talking
joining
long
the
after
story,
the credits roll.
hinting at
When
alliances
comparing
and
season 2 to
enemies
season
that will
1,
challenge
it's
Wednesday
clear
in
that
unexpected ways.
show has
While
grown
they
bolder.
kept details locked
Season
away
1
for
was
now,
all about
the mere
setting the
mention of
stage,
new faces
introducing
has set
Nevermore,
off waves
and
of
showing us
speculation.
who Wednesday
Who
is.
will they be?
Season
How
2
will they
digs
fit
deeper,
into the
playing
gothic
with
puzzle
darker
of
themes,
Nevermore?
bigger stakes,
And most importantly,
emotional
will they
weight.
be friend
Or
it
foe.
feels like the writers
The confirmation
are more confident
also came with
taking
a promise.
risks
The tone
that
of
might
Wednesday
not
will
please
not
everyone,
change,
but definitely
Netflix
keep the
knows
story
what
from
made
feeling
fans fall
repetitive.
in love with
If
the
season
season 1
1 was about
the
mystery,
Gothic world,
season 2
and
is
the
about
chilling
consequences,
mysteries, and they've made
and
it clear
shift
that
makes
season
the show
3 will
reach a
double
dot
down
in the
on
end.
those elements.
The finale of
If
Wednesday
anything,
season 2 part 2 is
expect
both
the new
haunting
season to
and
go deeper into the
thought-provoking.
eerie and the
It
strange.
gives us action,
while still delivering the sharp wit that makes Wednesday unforgettable.
Just enough unresolved threads to keep us
finally
hooked.
over.
Season
Not
3
perfect.
is real.
The pacing,
the
could have
story
been
will
smoother,
continue,
and some
and
characters
while the details
deserved more
are still
time,
wrapped
but
in
the core
shadows,
of the
the
story
simple
is
truth
strong.
of confirmation is
The
enough
ending
to
works
keep fans
because it
buzzing
stays
and
true
true
to
to
the
the
spirit
clue
of
drops.
Wednesday Addams.
Wednesday
Sharp,
Addams is
unsettling,
returning to Netflix
and unwilling
and
to
this
give
time,
you easy
she's
answers
bringing more
as a
chaos,
review.
more
The verdict
mystery,
is clear.
and more darkness
The
than
finale
ever
delivers
before.
a powerful,
The trailer
if
for
imperfect,
Wednesday season 3
conclusion.
doesn't waste
It
a second.
satisfies enough.
From the very
to
first
feel
frame,
rewarding,
it pulls
but
you into a
withholds
world
enough
that
to
feels
leave us
both
craving
familiar
more.
and unsettlingly
It's the
new.
kind of ending
The
that
screen
proves
opens
Wednesday
in near
isn't
silence,
just another
only
teen
the
drama
faint
with
sound of
supernatural
footsteps echoing
twists.
down a
It's a
long,
story that
dimly
knows
lit
how to keep
hallway.
its audience
Each
guessing
step grows
and
louder,
more.
sharper,
Importantly,
until a door
keeps them
creaks
coming
open
back
in
for the
shadows
next chapter
spill into the frame.
What if the
It's
final
a
moments of
perfect
Wednesday
beginning
season
haunting,
2 part 2
slow
weren't just an
and
ending, dripping
but
with
the beginning
mystery.
of something
And
much
then, with a
darker.
flash, Wednesday
The last
appears,
episode
standing
doesn't
alone,
just close
her
Wednesday's
eyes piercing
story.
straight through the screen.
It opens doors
no
we
words
didn't
are
even
spoken,
know were
but
there,
the message
pulling
is
us
clear, deeper
She's
into
back.
the mysteries of
And
Nevermore
something
in the
much
shadowy
darker.
world
is about to begin. The trailer quickly cuts exactly what went down. Sharp images Nevermore Academy shrouded in fog. The second half of season 2 picks up with Wednesday caught between her own growing powers of unfamiliar faces closing in on Nevermore Academy. The pressure on her is heavier than ever because she isn't just solving mysteries anymore. The way they are introduced through quick, cryptic shots suggest Ina tries her best to keep Wednesday grounded, reminding her that giving away much, but they're giving just enough to let fans know that season 3 will not be her into dangerous choices. It will be an escalation. That tension between them makes their friendship feel real. In the trailer shows Wednesday seated at her typewriter once again, about pulling Wednesday back from the edge with an intensity we've never struggles.
Seen before.
With his own
the camera
doubts,
lingers on the
his
words
connection
she's writing.
to Wednesday is still
Though
complicated,
only fragments
and
are
while he
visible.
wants to help
Lies.
her, there's
Betrayal.
always that
The
question
truth
of
must
whether she
surface.
trusts him
It's a chilling
completely.
reminder that her story
His vision
isn't just
and
about
artistic
solving mysteries,
instincts
it's
keep
about
giving us
exposing
glimpses
them.
of the
No
danger
matter
coming.
the cost.
But the frustrating
And with those words
part
comes
is that
the
Wednesday
suggestion
often
that the
ignores
secrets
his
of
warnings
Nevermore are
until
about to
it's
crack
almost
wide
too
open.
late.
And
The
yet,
trailer
his
also
presence is
teases
key in
returning
shaping
characters
how the
in
finale
ways that are
unfolds,
clever
even
and
if he
slightly
doesn't always
unsettling.
realize it.
Morticia
and
and
Gomez
Gomez also
also
return
return
to remind us that
this time
Wednesday's
she
journey
looks
is
different,
never
more
just
serious,
about school dramas
less bright,
or supernatural
as though the events
monsters.
of season to
It's
have forced
also
her to carry
about
a
family
heavier
legacies.
Xavier
Their past
appears to
mistakes,
briefly
their
shown
secrets,
sketching
and
something
even
in
their
a notebook
unspoken
before
fears
flames
bleed
into
engulf the
Wednesday's
page.
story, adding
The
another
image
layer of
disappears
weight
too
to the
quickly to be
choices she
understood.
makes.
The
But
show
the
carefully
symbolism
ties
is
Wednesday's
powerful.
present struggles to
Tyler
the Addams
is hinted
family's
at in a
long
shadowy
and
glimpse,
mysterious history,
his face half
making
hidden,
it clear
reminding
that she can't
fans
run
that
from the
his story
shadow of
is
her family,
far from
even if
over.
she tries.
These
Not as
fragments
part to build.
don't answer
The
questions,
real threat
but
takes
they
shape.
create dozens
The
of
monster
new
that
ones,
seemed like
and
just
that's
another
exactly
obstacle
what a
becomes
great trailer
something
should
more
do.
dangerous.
Visually,
Tied
the
to the
trailer
hidden
leans
corners
even
of
harder into
Nevermore's
gothic
history.
imagery.
The writers
Cracked
used
mirrors
this to pull
burning
Wednesday
candles
deeper into
stormy
the school's
skies.
mysteries,
Every shot
reminding
feels drenched
us that
in
Nevermore
atmosphere.
One
Itself
particularly
is more than
chilling
just a
moment
backdrop.
shows Wednesday
It's
walking through a
practically a
graveyard
character
at
with
night,
secrets
her
of its
black
own.
dress blending
Every
into the
hallway,
darkness as
every
Raven
locked
circle
door,
overhead.
and every strange
It's
symbol
a striking
seems to
image,
whisper that the
one
past
that
has been
promises
waiting
the
for
new
this moment
season
to
won't
come
hold
back.
back on
The
its
tension
eerie
rises
and
with
unsettling
every
style.
episode.
Another
And by the time
highlight
we
is
reach
its
the
series of
finale,
quick,
everything
flashing
is
cuts
ready
that
to
show
explode.
Nevermore under siege.
Wednesday is not just
Windows
fighting for
shattering,
answers.
books
She's
flying
fighting
from
to
shelves,
protect the people
students
around her,
screaming in
whether she
panic.
admits it or not.
These chaotic scenes hint
the build-up
at a
makes
much
it
larger
clear.
threat looming
The
over
ending
the
of
academy.
season to part two
Something
won't
beyond
just wrap
Wednesday's
things
personal
up
battles.
neatly.
Its
It's designed
feels
to challenge
bigger.
Wednesday
The danger
in ways
more
she has
intense,
never been
as if
challenged
season 3
before,
will take
forcing
everything
her
we
to
thought
face
we
truths
knew and
and
push
change
it to the
everything
extreme
she
that
thought
the
she
trailer
knew.
doesn't
The
shy
final
away from
episode of
humor
season
either.
to part to waste
In
no
the middle
time
of the
pulling
dark
us
imagery,
into the storm.
there's a brief
everything.
everything.
Wednesday
That
sitting
show has
at a
a
dinner
building
table,
finally
staring
collides,
blankly
and
as
the
someone
tension
makes
that's
small
been
talk
simmering
bursts
After
wide
a
open.
long silence,
At
she
first,
mutters one
it
of her
almost
signature,
feels like Wednesday is in
sarcastic
control.
one-liners.
Like she
It's
finally
a reminder
understands
that
the
while the
strange
world
visions,
around her may
the
crumble,
cryptic clues,
Wednesday's
and
dark
the
wit remains
enemies,
unshaken.
patterns.
But
That
just
balance
when she
of horror
starts piecing
and
things
humor
together
is what made
the
the show
flip
so
the
beloved
table on us.
And it's clear
The
the
finale
new
thrives
season
on
in
making
making
us
us deliver it in
shock
full
and
force.
disorientation.
And
Wednesday
then comes
does,
the moment
and
that
that's
leaves fans
exactly
frozen. The
what
final
makes it so
shot of the
gripping.
trailer.
The last confrontation
Wednesday lifts
begins.
her head,
with
her
Wednesday
eyes gleaming
standing
under
at
the
the center
pale
of
moonlight.
Nevermore.
A
Almost
voice
as if the
whispers
school
in the
itself
background,
has been
low
waiting
and
for this
sinister.
moment.
She
Shadows
cannot be
stretch
stopped.
across the academy
The screen
grounds,
cuts to black,
and the air
and
feels
the date
heavier,
flashes
reminding
across
us
in
that
bold
this is
letters.
not just
It's
another
short,
fight.
sharp,
This
and
is a battle tied
unforgettable.
to the roots of the
trailer
Addams family
doesn't
and
just
the legacy
tease
that
story.
has been haunting
It
her
sets
from
the
the
tone.
beginning.
Wednesday's
It tells
visions
fans
that
intensify,
season 3 won't
showing
simply
fragments
revisit
of what
events
worked
that
before
haven't
it's going
yet
to push
happened.
Wednesday into darker,
This blurring of
stranger,
time between
and
past,
more dangerous
present,
territory.
and future
Every
makes it
frame
hard to know
feels
whether
deliberate.
she's guiding
Every
fate or
image
if
meant to
fate is
spark
guiding
questions.
her. That
Only the
confusion
full
is
season
exactly
can
what the
answer.
writers wanted.
And if the
because
trailer
it puts us
is
in
any
Wednesday's
indication,
shoes, lost.
the next chapter
but
of
determined.
Wednesday
The
Addams'
villain's
journey
true
will be
identity
the
finally
most
comes
thrilling one
into
yet.
the light
The
in these
screen
closing
fades to
moments.
black.
For a
The
moment,
show reveals
there is
that the
nothing
enemy
just
was
silence,
not just
heavy and
an
suspenseful,
outsider,
as
but
though time
someone who had
itself
been close
has stopped,
all along, hiding in
then
plain
a clock
sight,
begins to
shaping
tick,
events
slow
from the
and
shadows.
deliberate. This
Each
reveal
second
feels like
echoing
a punch
louder
in the
than the
gut,
last.
not because it's
The words
impossible
appear,
to guess,
one by
but
one,
because the
across
clues
the
were there the
darkness.
whole
Season
time.
3.
The
Confirmed,
finale rewards
coming
viewers
soon,
who paid attention,
and finally,
but
the
it
release
also
date
leaves enough
flashes
surprise
eyes
for those
screen,
who
bold
didn't
and
catch
chilling.
Every
Like a
detail
secret that has
that
been
balance
locked
away
away
for
the
too
ending
long
shocking
without
without
feeling
feeling
cheaped
cheaped
out
out
when the final confrontation
Netflix
begins.
has officially marked the
Wednesday's
calendar stubborn independence is tested.
No longer a rumor.
She has always
been
whispered
the kind
across
of
fun
person
forums
who
it's a
thinks she
reality
doesn't
written
need
in
help,
stone.
who believes
Wednesday Addams
she's
will
stronger
return,
alone,
and the world
but in
knows
the finale,
exactly when.
she learns the hard way
That single
standing
number,
alone
the
can
release date has
sometimes
already
mean
spread like
everything.
wildfire across
Enid,
social media,
Xavier,
sending
and
fans
the others
rushing to
all
their
play
phones,
a role in this
circling the
battle,
day,
each
and
of them
counting
stepping
down
into the
hours.
fire with their own
It's more
strengths
than just
and
an
weaknesses.
announcement.
It's a
It's
promise.
not just Wednesday's
a
fate.
promise that the
It's
next
everyone's
chapter
fight.
of Wednesday's story will
This
arrive
teamwork
sooner than
doesn't
anyone
make her
dared
less
hope.
of.
The reveal
Alone
itself
Vault
feels like
instead,
part of the show's
it
gothic
forces her to
storytelling.
accept
that strength
Netflix didn't just drop the date casually.
Sometimes
They turned
it
it
comes
into
from
an
connection.
event,
Visually,
building tension
the
with
finale
every
leans
beat
heavily
of the trailer
into gothic
before
imagery.
pulling back
The
the
cracked
curtain.
stone walls of
The way the
Nevermore,
numbers appeared,
the eerie
sharp
glow of the
and
moon,
glowing against
and
the
the chilling
shadows,
silence that
felt
breaks
almost
only
like a
with the
warning
sound of battle
rather than a
These
simple release
details
schedule.
matter.
Because Wednesday's world reminding us that when she arrives, she doesn't just appear, she takes over. Seems alive. And what does this Nevermore mean for fans? Protecting its students, the countdown has begun. Something from them. It means the fight that takes theory sessions will less like a random battle and more like a ritual. That cosplay ideas, watch parties, and social media. But the emotional weight of the finale everyone prepares only for the moment Wednesday returns to their characters. This isn't just another release. Not everyone makes it through. This is the kind of event that reshapes the streaming calendar. To the breaking point. A season that Netflix is clearly placing at the very center of its spotlight. The timing of the release makes it clear that the finale is not about winning or losing in a simple sense. That perfectly fits the show's dark and eerie tone. Wednesday ends the season not where the same girl we met in season 1, but as someone carrying heavier burdens, and the kind of atmosphere where gothic sharper awareness of what's coming next. It's as though the release date was handpicked to match one of the most chilling cliffhangers, making it feel less like a marketing move just when Wednesday seems to think the danger has passed. The reveal brings a message that proves the nightmare after months of uncertainty. Of wondering if Netflix would, but it sticks confirmed the new season because the date is everything they've been waiting for. Instead of tying up loose ends, more endless speculation, deliberately unravels new threads, hinting that season 3 will dive even deeper into the mysteries that season and the anticipation has transformed from anxious ending that keeps viewers awake at night. Every day closer to that day feels like a step closer to uncovering the secrets that season to left behind. So powerful. The reveal also adds weight to the theories swirling around the fandom. The villain knowing exactly when the season will drop means fans can now start mapping out what to expect, but episode structures, fully explained. Potential cliffhangers, the relationships predictions are about character but not healed. Social media platforms are already buzzing with posts like, exactly "What if Tyler returns in the first Wednesday's episode?" Story is not about or do happy you think endings. Wednesday's stalker will finally be revealed by mid-season. Between light and shadow, the date truth isn't just a number of fuel for the fire of speculation. The finale understands that, ignore how smartly Netflix has framed this reveal story is only by attaching the release date directly to the trailers about the finale of Wednesday season to part 2 that the announcement sticks in the mind. The more you think, it's not something fans will forget. The more you realize that the writers were leaving breadcrumbs throughout the episodes. Small details, the tension, the final whisper of she cannot be stopped. These little touches not only make the rewatch valuable, but the day when Wednesday Addams walks back into our lives. But perhaps the most powerful thing about the release date is what it represents. Certainty. Let's talk about Wednesday's in a world where shows come and go, where renewals seem like a tool for solving mysteries, Wednesday's giving her clues about what's to come. But in the finale around visions take on a new role, and they prepare themselves for the storm that's about to arrive. Like tests. And when that there's a detail that's easy to miss. The world will stop for a moment, not for a holiday, only see the villain, not for an event. She sees herself for standing in darkness. So mark your calendars, like a key. Write it in ink, carve it into stone if you have to. But it suggests the date has been revealed evolving and it's closer greater than anyone expected. Wednesday is fans coming back, already started theorizing with her a season that could open the door to an even deeper part of Nevermore's past, unforgettable, or even to a hidden realm tied to the Addams Family. The countdown has begun, and the shadows are already moving.